Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another edition of my 2023 project Going Coastal, and a welcome to the North Yorkshire coast. So I know the last set of Going Coastal was from the East Yorkshire coast, but I know this area. I've got a couple of nights car camping. So, yeah, thought I'd come and have a play around here now. I've already been here one night, and you'll have noticed there's been no vlogs from those, or from the night. Now, reason being is I went up to Saltburn by the Sea yesterday to get some shots of the pier, and I'll tell you what, it wasn't half busy. Probably because it was a lovely evening, to be fair, but it's obviously like 20 minutes from Middlesbrough, so I think a lot of people just went down there for the evening and stuff. So as a result, because it was so busy, I didn't do any filming. I did take some pictures, and think I've got some stuff that's all right. Now what I'll do is I'll stick them up on my Facebook and Instagram, and I'll give you the names somehow, either in film or in the description below. And then this morning I was at, can't remember the name of the place. I'll stick the name up for you if I can remember. Yeah, really can't remember. That's really bad. It was a cute little beach, and I got up for sunrise, got about 3.5 hours sleep, so you know, I wasn't in a good state. And yeah, the skies were pretty much like this. There was literally no colour or anything within the skies, so sunrise didn't go to plan. So I went and got myself a Greggs and came on to my next location, which is here, the beautiful Sandsend. Never been here before. Now what you will see is I'll probably go a bit dark because I'll have my back to the sun. Here is Whitby. Now I've been to Whitby God knows how many times, and I've never been to Sandsend. What a lovely little place it is. So I've come down here with something quite specific in mind, and I'm now just currently scouting around for other shots. Now obviously with the weather and stuff, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. So what I'm doing this video on is about introducing more minimalism into my landscape photography. Now, noisy seagulls. I'm walking across a rock plateau at the moment that's covered in seaweed and it's wet, so I'm taking it quite steady. So if it's a bit slippy like it was just then, I apologise now. Now, the one shot I had in mind does kind of lend itself to the... I'm stuck in a barrage of seaweed. Yeah, it does kind of lend itself to the actual point of this video about introducing minimalism, but it wasn't what I was actually going to talk about. However, yesterday when I was at Saltburn, I've got a real thing for doing quite, I'm saying minimalist, it's not really a minimalist kind of thing, but not overfilling the frame with loads of stuff, just keeping it quite simple. So I decided that I would continue doing that down here at Sandsend. So I'm going to stop rambling now because I'm still very tired from being up early this morning. I must admit, after the failed sunrise, I did go have a couple of hours kit back in the car as well. So about 3.5 hours, and now another, it was just under 2 hours worth. So yeah, I'm a bit rambly. So I'm going to crack on and try and find some compositions that complement this theme about introducing more minimalism into my landscape photography. That was unnecessary. Okay, so it's safe to say I'm actually quite pleased I'm off that rock plateau. It was rather slippery even when it wasn't wet. So, next shot then is I've got, spin you around, just that random rock. It's nothing interesting, but what I'm trying to do is there is some sort of water runoffs up to and around it. So I'm trying to utilise those, whilst obviously having that as a main anchor point, a main sort of, well, point of interest really. Foreground interest, that's the word I was looking for. So yeah, that's my next whirl. I have got a lot of the rock plateau behind, so you can see here you've obviously got some where it is actually covered in some form of seaweed. It's all green and disgusting and hellishly slippy. So I have got that behind it as well. And I'm using the circular polarizer to cut through some of the glare as well, because it is quite bright even though the sky is quite flat. And it is creating quite a bit of glare in the water and the wet sand. So yeah, let's have a look how this one came out. Okay, so moving further down the rock plateau. In fairness, this bit's not too bad, but what you've got here is you've almost got what looks a bit like a limestone pavement. It's obviously not, because if it was limestone, it'd be worn right through. I have no idea on the type of rock. It looks quite slaty, to be fair. No idea. But what it has got is it's got these lovely channels of water running through it, so it does create a really nice leading line. Also what I've done as well to keep with the minimal feel is I've got these three rocks just in this leading line of a runoff, to be honest with you, just to try and create that little bit of foreground interest, but nothing too busy, just simple. 3 dark rocks, helps if I can count. Apparently that's 3 now. 3 dark rocks. Now what I am doing as well is I am bracketing the photos, because the light, as I say, is really bright, so it is casting quite deep shadows. They're not harsh, they're just quite deep. So I have bracketed the pictures to make sure that I'm maintaining all the detail. With the A7R4, it's not really too much of an issue, but I think it's probably, oh, a bit of wind there. I'm probably just playing it safe on the basis that I'm used to the 5DS. I'll probably get back, look at one of the pictures and go, don't even need to use the bracket, to be honest with you, but it's there if I need it. So yeah, this is sticking with that whole bringing more minimalist, more simple, more stripped back landscape pictures to my portfolio, and not only that as well, also to my Seascapes stuff and to my 2023 project. So yeah, I'm going to keep having a wander through Sandsend and see what turns up. Okay, so done with the rocks and long exposures at the moment. I'll say just trying to really introduce some minimalism into, I keep calling it minimalism, it's not literally like a tiny fragment of detail, but at the same time it's just minimizing the amount of information that's in there. And especially if it came out all right, you'll have seen it shot just a minute ago where there was just a couple of rocks, the sea, the sky, long exposure to smooth out the sea. It's not very rough today, but I just wanted that nice simple look. CPL to cut out the reflection off the water as well. So yeah, just to keep it simple. Now, as I say, the reason I came down here today is for one particular shot, and that's some old, they were groins, the old cedar fences that have been battered over time. Now, I'm going to go take that shot. The tide is at its lowest at the moment, so I want to go take that shot. It does mean that the sea will be nowhere near the groins. And I'm going to head back to the car. I'm going to whip out the fire maple and make myself a lovely hot cough. And then I'm going to have a look to see what the sea is doing at that time. Because if the sea has come in enough, I might run back down here and whip some out with some water and stuff around it. But I don't know. My priority is to at least get the one shot in the bag of why I actually came here. So yeah, let's go find these groins. Ooh. Okay, so hopefully you've just seen those green pictures, if they actually turned out all right. If not, you know they didn't. So yeah, that was a interesting little trip out, and I'll tell you what, it's gone really hazy as well. Look over at Whitby, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Yeah, you can see just on the very outer headland, how hazy it is over there. I'm not sure if that's mist or what, but might be worth checking that out. I will be heading into Whitby anyway. You know, I can't be this close to Whitby without getting some fudge from Justin's. But yeah, so I will go back to the car, make myself a cough, and yeah, see what happens with the tide levels as well. It's only like 11 o'clock in the morning. Apologies about the road noise, by the way. It's only like 11 o'clock in the morning, so I've got plenty of time to go somewhere else and do some more photography. So yeah, gonna make the most of today, because after last night and this morning been a total washout, I want to make the most of making some videos for you guys, so that yeah, it hasn't just been about the photography. So yeah, I'm just gonna get out this runoff. You can see there's a bridge underneath the road. There's water runoff coming through. It's really quite pretty, actually. Don't think there's a shot in it, but never mind. But yeah, let me just pop the tripod down. Oh, I've still got the camera on it as well. I'm gonna leave it set up while I have my coffee and stuff. Turn it off and preserve battery. Yeah, just so that I can grab it and run down if needed. I doubt the tide's going to come in enough for me to warrant coming back down here, but we'll see. We'll see. Priority, coffee. So yeah, obviously, if you've liked this video and my little adventure into doing some more minimalist, as opposed to totally minimalist, more minimalist seascapes and stuff, give us the old thumbs up. Obviously, drop some subscribes as well. God, I'm tired. Drop us some subscribes as well. Obviously, as I say, we've got more coming from this tour. I'm gonna venture on to somewhere after I've finished up here. And yeah, this is my account. Take care and be safe, everyone. Peace.